I'm bisexual.
Yes,
so I was like, damn, I wish I could be a gay girl, but
I just thought that I was just like such a good ally. I was like so angry about homophobia.
Some of our friends who like got really, they were like, I am such an ally. And including myself, it's like, it's fucked up.
Right.
How fucked up? I'm like, you know, I
Baby.
think this is about you too, girl.
Sing all the songs and they stay on. I'm a fangirl. I'm a fangirl. We watch the show. That's how you know. I'm a fangirl. I'm a fangirl. Fangirl Central. Fangirl Central.
I do want to table the Ariana DeBose discussion for later, though, because I feel like she was Lin-Manuel Miranda-ifying. And that is relevant.
Yes.
That's relevant.
In so many ways. In so many ways.
so
You could mean that in
relevant.
so many ways.
That is really. Angela Bassett did the thing. You know?
Yes.
Yes.
I had a friend, one of my friends was like, if Lin-Manuel Miranda did that, nobody would blink an eye.
Yeah,
That's
You
no
know,
one
right.
like,
would.
it's, people are getting on
It would be on
because
brand.
It's her, you know? I don't know if she's never
Yeah.
done something like that.
Mhm.
I know, exactly. And it's just because the audience was giving such nothing.
They were
and
so
she was giving
confused.
everything.
Nothing.
That added to like a little bit of like the comedy of it. But it's
Yes.
like, I thought she did good. That was
Yeah.
I thought she was
good.
giving it all. She was on beat.
Yeah,
Right.
she was on beat.
The rap was not, it wasn't great, but
Mhm.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
But
matter.
if it were like at like a
Yeah,
comedy show,
exactly.
everyone would love it. Like if it were at like on
Right.
any of our stages here in the local
Oh my
neighborhoods,
God, are you
everyone would be
kidding
like,
me? People would be out of their
"Yeah."
seats like to open the comedy show with like something like that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Please.
Guess who we have, everyone?
Well, first of all, this is Fangirl Central, where being
Oh.
fangirl is central to our identity.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. I am Amber Miller,
I'm Amanda.
and we are sisters, and our guest is Dylan Adler. Yes.
I'm honored
We
to be on the podcast. Thank
We
you
are
for
honored
having
to
me.
have you.
We are honored to have you.
Genuinely.
Thank you.
Genuinely, genuine fans. We're genuine fangirls of you.
Yes.
We are just so excited to talk to you about your fangirl history.
Yes.
I'm excited to delve into it. Also, I'm fans of you too. Very mutual.
Please.
Stop.
Oh, wait. So you just recently moved to LA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 months ago.
How are you
permanently.
liking it?
I love-
Permanently?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be here
Ringling,
permanently.
ringling.
Yes.
Oh my God. Welcome
Um,
to LA.
Thank you.
It's been waiting for you.
That's what
Oh.
Taylor should write a B-side.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
B-side.
B-side.
The LA remix.
I know.
Taylor's version.
Taylor's version.
What brought you to New York? And was that where you went straight from home?
So yeah, well, I went to because I went to school in New York.
Okay.
So San
Ooh.
Francisco, and then I went to school in New York, and I was like kind of obsessed with musical theater,
Mhm.
and I wanted to. My big dream was to write a musical, like so Stephen Schwartz, who wrote Wicked, or like Alan Menken,
Oh
or
my
like
goodness.
who wrote The Little Mermaid. Like those were my heroes,
Mhm.
and like then Lynn later on was
Right.
like a
Ugh.
big
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
ugh
We have to
of
talk
mine.
about it.
No, we have to get
talk.
into that one.
Yeah. But then during my time there, I fell in love with comedy and
Mhm.
improv stand up at the same time. And then I did more of that and just incorporated music into the act.
I love
But-
that.
So where does the gymnastics come from?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So gymnastics, well, there would be like birthday parties when we were 6 or 5. Like there would be at a gymnastics gym.
Oh, like the little gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how me and Max, we were like, oh my God, this is the funnest thing ever. So we signed up for classes when we were 6.
Oh, baby.
When we were babies, and we fell in love with gymnastics. We were obsessed with it.
Did you do it like competitively and like,
We did it competitively when we were 9.
okay.
Oh my goodness, little tiny
I
one.
know.
Like
we were-
tumbling.
I know. So the Hom brothers, do you remember Paul Hom and Morgan Hom? They were 2 twin gymnasts. There was like 2004.
Vaguely.
We were obsessed with them. And
I
we were
am
like,
I vaguely have a.
Because
an-
I was obsessed with cheerleader. Like I got cheerleader magazine.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
when we,
okay.
around that
Yeah,
age
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
we got gymnastics magazine. So we were like
Wow.
Sean Johnson, Nastia Liukin, like that era of we were like obsessed.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And so we did that up until we were 13 because the boys team kind of disintegrated because there were so little boys on the
Mhm,
team.
mhm, mhm.
And then we transferred to tumbling and trampoline. So we did competitive trampoline.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wait, because I've always heard about competitive trampoline. I thought it was like the
What?
coolest thing, but I've never known a competitive trampoliner. So wait, like you guys were actually like judged on like the ways you were flipping and like
Yes.
what the elevation you could get off the trampoline.
We were on elevation, on uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
I can't remember what the show was, but there were two girls who were like competing against each other. Oh, it was Legally Blondes. Have you ever seen that?
Legally Blondes? Oh, I've seen Legally Blonde singular,
Okay.
but not the plural blondes.
Okay, Legally Blondes it just came to my mind. The mean girl and one of the twins. You need to watch this.
Oh my god, they were the girl. Did you ever watch Sweet Life, Zach and Cody?
Of course.
Okay, it was
Millie and
it was the girl twins
Yeah.
from Sweet Life.
Oh
the
my
British
god, the
girls.
British ones.
Yes,
they star in this movie called Legally
Oh,
Blondes.
of course. I know the poster. I know the
Yes.
poster.
Yes,
Yes.
there's a scene in that movie where she is doing a trampolining competition against the mean girl.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
I remember
Oh
they're
my
like jumping
God.
and she like breaks her neck or she like hurts her neck. She's breaking it.
Oh my god. I
In like
remember.
a 2000s comedian way.
Oh my god. I remember that mean girl. Me and my brother quoted where she told London and Maddie, like, your butt is huge and you have chicken legs. That's the best $40 I've ever spent. Do you remember that?
Yes,
Do you remember that?
So, that was their big sister.
Yes.
That was their big
I remember
sister.
being like, that's funny because she
Oh.
looks exactly like them. And then we found out that was their big sister.
In real life,
Yeah.
this is just, it's too much.
love
Too
There's
much.
so
fun
it's all,
facts.
it's too all in the family because Jennifer Tisdale, Ashley Tisdale's sister, was in Bring It On, in it to win it.
Dang.
Speak about it. Gymnastics and cheering.
Gymnastics and cheerleading.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Holy
I
shit.
asked that because this man was doing flips all
Right.
around the Elysian stage at our
Yes,
Twilight
yes,
show.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I was like,
was.
I just didn't. I should have known. I've seen you perform. I should have known that that's what you were gonna do. But you injured yourself.
I did injure myself.
And I didn't know until halfway through the show.
No, and that's okay. Like I think the adrenaline kicked in so hard.
Right, it
I was like,
masked it.
I'm gonna do a handstand for Team Jacob.
Yes.
And
I
then
love the
like
passion.
I like like I landed in my shin cut.
That's the worst place. Ow.
Worst place.
The shin is the
Worst
worst place
place.
to
But
hit.
you know what? For Team Jacob, it was worth it.
Yes, we are wolves.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I
oh.
am vampire.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not, honestly. We at the end of the night, it's like they're both
We
kind
don't.
of crazy.
Yeah.
They're both
Right.
I'm
And-
actually against both, and I want her to end up with a woman.
Right.
No, seriously,
Please.
how about Bella and
Yeah, so-
Alice?
Yeah.
Or what's that poor girl's name who was really bitter?
Jessica.
Anna. Yeah, Jessica.
Oh yeah,
Anna
yeah,
Kendrick's
yeah,
character.
yeah.
I kind of liked
Show
Jessica.
some love.
Same.
She's sad.
Jessica was like, yeah, you're like a little bit too depressed about being dumped by Edward. Like we're all worried about you, and I get it, but like, do you remember that
Oh.
monologue she had?
Oh.
In
Is that in the
New
book or in the
Moon?
movie?
It's not in the movie. I mean, it's not in the book. Anna Kendrick just like improved it. She's like talking in the background of Bella like psyching out, like going to look at a motorcycle, and in the background Jessica's like, I mean, like we all know that you're depressed, but like it's kind of scary, and like you didn't even watch the movie. Like I was kind of like, why did you even ask me to this movie? Like she was like
I remember that. I do
Really?
remember that.
upset. Oh my god.
really upset, and it was like
Jessica.
making her character 3D.
I
Wow.
love that Anna Kendrick was like, I have done so much work in this character. I have to improvise this. This is actually
Yes.
not improvised. She wrote it down
Right.
in her notebook the day before, and she's like,
Jessica's confused. And
Yeah.
I know Jessica would be confused.
Exactly, and
Well, that's right, because
rightfully so.
a lot of people in that movie are making delusional decisions.
oh yeah.
But furthermore,
Everybody.
furthermore to like how we decided that neither side was right. Both actors have come out and said, Taylor said Jacob's annoying, and Robert has said Edward is annoying.
Yeah, Robert from the first movie, he was
So-
like,
I love that.
I played him like a
Yes.
serial killer.
Oh,
Like he was like,
Huh?
this man he looked at the character, he said, there's something wrong with him.
yeah.
I'm gonna play him like there's something wrong with him.
Yeah.
From
I
the
love
beginning.
it. I love it.
I love it.
I love it
that
too.
really helps fans like
That
find
helps
peace.
fans. That helps all the people who hated me at the show. Just hey.
mellow
No,
out.
literally the Edward fans were like, stop. Like, what is the word? Hooting? Howling? It was like a what
Yeah.
is that?
Oh,
What? Yeah, hooting.
hooting. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what y'all were doing.
Right.
And
We
all
were
the
having so
Edwards,
much fun,
all the
too.
Edwards fans, because there were like 20 people for Team Edward on stage and 6 for Jacob.
Yeah.
And y'all were like, it was like everybody on Jacob was people of color.
Yeah.
Everyone was
Complete coincidence.
Complete coincidence.
Complete coincidence. No
Just
whites,
'cause
the
he
minorities.
just because he looks like he
little
might
tan.
be. Just because he's a little like not
like ethnically
a
ambiguous.
little yeah.
Oh my god.
God.
Yeah, but it made for a great debate. I loved it. It was so political
It was
and I
so
was really
funny.
excited.
It was really fun.
Honestly, how is being a fangirl central to your identity?
Yes.
Oh man, being a fangirl is central to my identity because like when it comes to musical theater and like the way that I when I feel passionate about an art form when it comes to like songwriting or musical theater writing or comedy, like how I start and how I get into it is being like just a fucking major fan.
Right.
And being like just kind of like so into like the intricacies of an art piece and like how did they write this song and how do they do that? Like so I was geeking out and fanning over Steven Schwartz and Alan Menken and Lin-Manuel and like their writing process, like
my
over these
God.
composers, because I was so into like how do they create this? And like
That's
I would
how you know.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I fangirled over like their writing process and like kind
Right.
of their and then when I fell in love with comedy, I was like, oh my like with Margaret Cho or like with Ali Wong or like Gina Yashir and like other I would like be like, oh my god, how did they write like what's their path? How did they get to where they're at?
Yes, like you want to see all of the behind the scenes that you can get your hand on.
Absolutely.
Like the entire process.
That's exactly what it is. It's like you have to be obsessed with something to then, well, you don't have to, but I feel like if you're obsessed with an art form,
Mhm.
like it will just inform your own art all the
Absolutely.
more.
Absolutely. And if you're not excited by like the art form and like what you're seeing and what you like something that you potentially want to create, it's like, why bother? Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
you have to be excited about it. You have to like, you know.
The definition of
Right.
passion. I remember growing up and being like, I can't see myself sitting behind a desk or learning to be a doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what gets me very excited is like knowing what this process is of creating.
The
Absolutely.
behind the scenes, obsessed with behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Same.
Like just as much.
Same.
I would like
Anything you can
watch
handle.
Twilight and then it would go off and then I'd watch the commentary.
Oh,
Back to back.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what is the world is that? And then I was also obsessed with Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes.
Like
Well,
Amber
yeah.
knows.
She
like,
was.
when
She dragged
okay,
us to New York for him.
You,
Before Hamilton was like
Before
big.
Wait,
Hamilton.
really? So you were
Before
in the
Hamilton. I was
Heights.
in the
You were-
Heights.
I love that.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. And you know how I got into In the Heights?
How?
Ariana Grande. I was.
Who I thought was Latinx.
Who
I'm like,
I thought as
she's
well.
every race.
I thought as well because this was before she even put out any music. It was when she was
Yeah.
still on Victorious.
Oh my
She had a
God.
YouTube channel.
Oh,
and
right,
she
the
hit
photo booth.
96,000 subscribers.
Oh my god. Okay.
Stop.
First of all, the fact that she only had 96,000 subscribers
That's
on
crazy.
YouTube
Right.
in 2010.
That's
Mhm.
And
crazy.
she rapped and / sang the entire 96,000
Oh
on
yeah.
an photo booth. And I
Whoa.
watched the whole thing and I was like, what is she doing? What is she singing? What is this song? And then I looked it up and I watched every Broadway, like every Tony
Yeah.
performance,
Yeah.
every like Good Morning America performance. And I was like, who the fuck is this Lin-Manuel? And he wrote it and he
I love it.
just created this.
Yes.
And then he had a video of him with a cover of Bet on
I
it.
know that is the way. Am I the type
Wait.
of guy who seems kinda gay? Bet on it, bet on
What?
it.
Yes, he has a cover of Bet on it.
He did a
and
cover-
that solidified it for me.
That's a little bit. He did bet on it, and he like to promote
promote in the Heights.
in the Heights
Off Broadway.
Off Broadway.
Off Broadway.
Could you imagine Lin-Manuel Miranda's like, to sell tickets, I am going to memorize Troy Bolton's
Right.
song.
He loves Zac
Disney-
Efron too.
oh
my
He
God.
genuinely loves Zac Efron and
I
respects
love
him.
that.
This
And
is
I feel
amazing.
like I'm like the same as Lynn.
Yeah,
I
same.
performed Bet on it in our musical review Disney Vortex,
That's
and
true.
I'm gonna do it again.
And you did-
Yes, yes.
But I share that Lynn.
Yeah.
Because I was obsessed with him. I was in love
Yeah.
with him at a point.
Oh my God. Well, I think kind of same.
I
Still
also
so.
said I got there and I also it
Still
was same.
so,
I was
still.
late, but I yeah.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
when In the Heights came out in theaters, I I was like,
Oh, that
my
was
God.
moving.
I cried.
I
in the
cried too,
theaters
of
at
course.
Alabanza.
Oh,
Oh, how could you not?
No.
Alabanza, doña
Just-
Claudia. How chill.
Chills.
Wait, I
Chills.
never knew he had a bet on it, and now I have to go look this up.
You
It's still
have
on
to
YouTube.
watch it.
I
on
love
his
hearing
channel.
origin
Yeah.
stories. Just like the rabbit hole. I love hearing fangirl origin stories, like the rabbit hole they fall into.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
How did you like get
Yes.
into like Lin? Like how did you
So,
find him?
where did you find
Musical
him?
theater. Well, it started with the musical theater.
Yes.
So when I was in New York, I wanted to film score. That's like what I wanted to do.
Wow.
And then my mom took me to see Wicked as like a surprise. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the music, the story, and I was just like, how was this written? How did he do this? And I like would lock myself in practice rooms like with the Wicked sheet music
Oh my God, yes.
and musical
Oh.
theater sheet music and other sheet music, and I would learn it and I would try to like get it in my fingers, and then I would try to write songs afterwards to try to like be influenced by that. So that's when I fell in love with theater.
Mhm.
And then my sophomore year of college, Hamilton came
Mhm.
out.
Okay.
And then it was like, whoa. Then it was over
was
because it's
over.
like, okay. And then I discovered In the Heights after that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and it's like, it's not often that a show will, like that show changed just it was beyond a phenomenon.
It
Beyond.
was.
Yeah.
Like it moved the whole world. Everybody was talking about it for a second.
Everyone was talking about it.
Like,
Yeah.
Everybody turned their eyes to Broadway. Like of all people,
Absolutely.
like sports fans. Everybody was like, "Wait, what is this? What is
Exactly.
it?" They wanted to know
Right.
what it was.
Exactly. And like, I think a lot of movie musicals started to kind of pop up afterwards, like
Mhm.
La La Land, because there was this big interest in theater. And
Mhm.
and like we were talking about behind the scenes, like I would look up YouTube videos of like Alan Menken and like Steven Schwartz, like Hamilton, like Lin-Manuel came out with an entire book of
Uh-huh.
like how he wrote each thing that my mom and I bought at the store together.
Right.
He
things like
wrote a
that.
whole book about like he was influenced by Ja Rule in this song and like
Oh.
and it's like so that like to me I just read it voraciously.
I used to listen to In the Heights with the genius lyrics up on the screen so that I knew exactly what they were saying and then like also where the influences were. Like genius lyrics.
I love genius.
That's
They
a
do have-
fangirl.
they have
That's a
a
fangirl
lot of
research
fun
tool.
facts.
Research
They have
tool.
great fun facts.
Amazing.
Don't you love to
facts.
know how a song, what
Just
inspired a
everything.
song?
Like I just want to know everything. It makes me feel like I get the song better. Like I'm like,
Exactly.
yes, I
Yes.
hear it, and like I hear it how it relates to me, but I also hear how it relates to the artist. And
Exactly.
Just like it's amazing. I just wanna know everything.
Exactly.
I did yank the family to go see In the Heights, and then I also yanked the family to New York. We were touring NYU, but like Lin tweeted it was 2013. It was
Oh my-
October of
oh my God.
2013, and he tweeted that he was going to be doing some preview songs from Hamilton at
Yes.
the Morris Jumel Mansion in the Heights in
Oh my
Washington Heights, and I
God.
had never been to Washington Heights. I was like, family, we're taking a taxi up to the Heights.
Yeah.
And we were like, we can't get a taxi. But it's like, I know how to get there. It's in the song.
Amanda, are you serious? Was that your thought process?
Yes. And I said, we have to find a way to get there. We got there and I saw him walk in. Like it was not a big.
It wasn't a
Event.
big. It was like the size. I don't even know. It was like 25. It was like the size of like maybe
It was like a tiny little
80
flea market.
people.
And
my
he walks
God.
up and I freeze and I go to Amber. I said,
No,
Lynn's
he-
here.
Right.
Lynn's
He
here.
walks past the door and Amanda like had disappeared because we were also looking at the historical part of the house and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And Amanda like runs back up to the family and goes, Lynn's here. Lynn's here.
Oh,
We're like,
yeah.
Who is this man? A playwright? Who
And
is
so
this?
it was before Hamilton had come out.
It was before.
And so
everything.
we watched him. I think he performed My Shot. My dad
was blown away.
was blown
Oh,
away.
Like he was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was something.
He
Blow
went up to
them
her.
all away. You know?
Yes. He literally went up to him and was like, that was amazing, man. My name's Andre Miller. And blah, 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 blah. And my mom spoke to him in Spanish. And then I was like, I became obsessed with In the Heights when I was 14, 3 years ago. And he was like, that's the age it'll get you. And I didn't know what he meant by that. I had no idea what I was
Wait.
like, wait, I'm still a teenager. What do you mean that's the age it'll get you? But like 13, 14, everything I was
yeah.
obsessed with at 13 and
Oh.
14 will be with me forever.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Forever.
That's true.
That's right. It hits you in a very visceral spot.
Mhm.
like what you obsessed over at that
Yes,
age, it's
yeah.
like it's in
It
a
was
very
like the-
special spot.
It's the age that you're grasping for anything to just like be like, and then you're like, oh, that's me. That's
Yeah.
what I like.
Because you
Mhm,
chose
true.
it. It's
And
like
so
it's
you
not what your
chose
parents
it.
put on TV for you.
Absolutely.
It's like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's so true.
It. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Because before that age, it's a lot of like, you know, the music your parent, like the Disney CDs that your parents like
Think that
get,
you're
think
gonna
it's like, yeah, this is
enjoy.
like, but
Yeah.
it's that age where you really choose.
Yes.
True.
Wow. I love getting to the root of it.
Yeah.
So you said that you did gymnastics with your brother.
Yes.
Would your
yes.
brother ever do a little set with you or
do
something?
a little? I think he'd be very, very down. Very
Really?
down. Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh, everybody would faint.
Yes. So he is actually, because I like want to be able to do, I pressured him to like take like acting, improv class, and then stand-up class. So he's doing that right now in Tucson where he lives.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
Tucson,
Arizona.
Arizona.
I was like, that's Arizona. Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
So do you see each other a lot or?
I'd say like whenever we visit family, maybe like 4 times a year,
Okay.
whenever during holidays. So that's when I see him, but we call each other literally every day.
Yes,
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
We do too.
Yes.
We live in the same
Yeah.
city.
Right.
I know. It's like we really, it's like, because you guys probably know, like your sibling is the only person you can guard, no guard.
No
Right,
guard,
like,
no,
no,
guard
it
down.
doesn't
Can be
matter.
fully real.
Just a nutcase. Like, it
Just-
doesn't even matter. And you both also just kind of know.
you know what's
What's
going
You
up?
on.
know each other.
Yeah,
For your whole lives.
exactly.
Yeah.
Literally. Like
Exactly.
we're 2 years apart, but everybody thinks we're twins. And
Mhm.
I don't remember life without Amber. So
Yeah,
it's
of
And
like
that's really comforting. I don't remember life without you either.
That's
Oh
so
my
funny.
God.
That's so funny. I love
We
your
are
guys'
twins.
dynamic.
I'm curious about you and Max's
Yeah, I want to.
Yes.
I want to know.
You
about
know
it.
what is funny? I feel like in this dynamic, I am more like Amber and
Okay.
Max is more because
I knew
I was
it.
gonna guess
Max
that.
was the older twin.
Okay.
And he did, even though we were twins, he took on a little bit of an older twin role. Like when we were little, like I would follow him. If he wanted to decide to start soccer, I'm like, I'll do it. You know, so
Yeah.
there's a little
That's
bit of
right.
that.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
But our dynamic now, like, well, it went through a lot of like very much a lot of waves, especially when we were in the closet. It wasn't the best.
Oh yeah.
But after we came out to each other,
Mm-hmm.
our relationship got much better.
Oh,
And I
That's
think, yeah.
And kind of same.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
because I feel like when you're just more your authentic self, then you're able to like make deeper, realer connections.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
I didn't come out to myself until I was 23
Yeah.
because I'm bisexual.
Yes,
So I was like,
yes.
okay, I was on Tumblr, like looking at girls, having
Mhm.
friends with gay girls, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could be a gay girl, but I'm attracted to men, so I guess I'll just take the easier route. Like it was always in my head. It's
Right.
like, of course, every girl is attracted to other girls. Like,
Yeah.
these are the
Sure.
Right. I just thought that I was just like such a good ally. I was like so angry about homophobia. And then I was like, no, you're
Wait,
taking it personally for a reason.
That's so funny because some of our friends who like got really, they were like, I am such an ally. And including myself, it's like, it's fucked up.
Right,
How fucked up? I'm like, you know, I
Baby.
think this is about you two, girl.
like, please,
Let me
like,
tell you
I'm
something. Come over
the
here.
president of the Alec community. I never want. I'm for marriage. I'm not
Right.
gonna get married. So everybody can get married. Like,
Yeah.
But we were
That's so
from
funny.
because we grew up in the South.
Oh, yeah. I
so
mean, like,
it was also like just layers on top of that. It's like, why come out? Like,
Oh
no
my
one
God,
was out. Like,
yeah.
anyone that was out was like weird. We all went to an all girls school, so people
Yeah.
calling each other lesbians
Yeah.
as like an
Well,
insult. Like,
yeah, I know. Like,
hot
my
mess.
hot mess
hours.
Hot mess hours saying in my high school, like there were people who were out, but there was one guy who was bullied so bad he had to change schools. Like it was
Mm.
not the space. So
Too
The
many
mid 2000s
cases
were
like that.
fucked up.
they were fucked up.
Yeah, so fucked up. Like calling things gay.
Oh
When-
yeah, as synonymous with
Ooh,
like,
yeah, as for like
as Macklemore said, gay is synonymous with the lesser.
As Macklemore
can't
said,
handle.
I
But-
thought I was gay and I cried.
Right.
Something. What did he
He was
said
like,
something
when I
about
was in the 3rd grade, I thought I was gay because I could. My
room.
uncle could, and I kept my room straight. My mom came in, tears rushing down my face. She loved Ben. You love girls since before pre-K.
Like, what a line. What a line.
What is that man talking about? Speaking of Lin, from a couple miles back, when did you start doing his impression?
I started doing his impression when I started to do more comedy stuff. So I thought, like, I wanted to do a person who I loved really a lot. So, and someone who I was listening to and knew their voice pretty well. So I chose Lin, and I was like, it took me a while to actually get it in the throat, but then after,
Right,
it's like very, it's like pin, it's like yeah, it's like it's tight, it's tight, you know. Yeah.
Yes, it sounds it's so on point.
Yeah. So that was like when the year I started comedy, I learned his impression. That was like 2017.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because that was like right when Hamilton was like
Yes, that was right when
huge.
Hamilton was getting huge and Lin himself was like a celebrity.
Right. And he was like
Moana.
on late night.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that I cried when I heard Lin's voice during Moana.
Oh, really?
Oh,
And I started crying.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? I was like with the story, and then when I heard "in the ocean, the sky, in the ocean breeze," I was like, "Wait, that's Lin." I was like, it took me out of it. Actually, I'm like, "Wait, I'm not in the sea." I'm like, "This is Lin."
This is Lin-Manuel.
But I think I love his voice. I love his voice.
I think that your impression it's very interesting because you have to do the voice, but you also have to like do the way he raps, like his style
His
of
style.
rapping.
Yes.
Like how do you stylize like you freestyle the way he does?
There's like some mannerisms that he does that gets me into it. He does like a little shaky finger.
He does.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
He does a little shaky finger. Hey, turn around, I'll shake it with my shoe bits. Like certain phrases will get me.
It's the last word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some phrases will get me into it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
That's amazing because I feel like it's the perfect marriage of what you love, like your passion, and then like what you do.
Yeah, I mean, like Lin does represent a lot of things I fucking love, and like he is someone like after I saw In the Heights the movie, it made me so excited about just art, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
The movie musical medium.
Yes,
Like I don't think
Such a formula.
I do not think many people have gotten movie musicals correct. I think
Yeah.
I can list them. It's Chicago,
Mhm.
Mamma Mia,
Yeah.
all 3 High School Musicals,
Yes.
and In the Heights.
Yes. Yes.
Like
Yeah. Signed off.
because there are movies there are movie musicals that are good movies.
Yes.
But they're not good at directing musicals.
Yeah.
And like
totally different thing.
And like I want to see why is there a dance number and we're all the way over here? Like I need to see these dancers dancing.
You
What
need
about
balance.
this?
There's
You
either
need
too movie,
balance.
not enough musical, or too much musical, and not enough movie.
Exactly.
Yes.
Theatrics.
And
Exactly.
Kenny Ortega is a genius.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Yes, I saw the behind the scenes of him directing Fabulous, and it was just so funny. He was like an evil gay man holding these straight people hostage. Like, no, it's this Fabulous. It's giving more early Madonna and less late Janet Jackson. Like he was just
Literally.
like holding these straight people hostage to get the. And I'm like,
Perfection.
He is that way, yeah, because we were also watching the Best of Both Worlds concert film because he
Oh
was
my
the director
God.
of that whole tour.
No way.
He was.
And he was showing Miley how to do a microphone kickstand trick, and he was like, almost bend your knee.
Yeah,
he was like
bend your
really,
knee.
he was
The
really
man,
like doing
he's
it
like,
again.
if I can do it,
perfectionist.
you have to be able to do it because I am a grown gay man.
That's
what he
said
you
to
are
her.
teenagers.
Yeah, yeah,
So he's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
your
yeah.
bodies are more flexible. You must be
Yes.
doing this.
Yeah.
But I think he's definitely a genius. I love.
He was my primary inspiration for becoming like a filmmaker.
Oh
like,
my
I was
God,
like,
wait.
he's directing and he's doing the choreography just as good as
Yeah.
Zac Efron is.
Yeah.
Multifaceted.
Holy shit.
Multifaceted.
Remember when they did remember the story about the High School Musical to the what's it called? The
one time
wave,
on
the
the
wave.
wave.
They did the roller coaster.
Oh, this is what I wanted to say is how gay fandom is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like as a concept.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Like
the terminology, the escapism, the like confusion of it all.
The
Yes.
desperate yearning.
Yeah, there is a yearning. Yes, I agree.
There is a yearning.
Like, right. So, yeah. It's like
And also even among like fandoms that might seem straight. So like even among like the One Direction fandom, it's like
Yeah.
a bunch of girls who are like pining after these teenage boys
Mhm.
on the surface.
Yeah.
But a lot of Directioners have turned out to be queer.
queer.
And it's
That's
like
true. Wait,
a
that's
yearning
true.
for this is like the only boy they've ever loved. And it's because they're out of reach. It's like it's not a real crush.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it's like an aesthetic attraction
Yeah.
more than like a romantic attraction. Of course, with bisexuals, it's both.
It's different.
Yes.
Like, you know how
Yes.
Lil Nas says something in his song. He says, I want to fuck who I'm jealous of? Or something like that. Something like
That's
that.
fuck the
right.
ones I
Wait,
envy.
wait,
I
I envy. Yeah, that-
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah.
And
That's such a good
that's
song.
true.
That's very relevant.
And very gay.
Out of reach. It's like therapists will say, now why do you like that person? Is it because you know you can't be with them? And you are
Sure.
afraid to be with somebody for real?
Yeah,
Ugh.
I mean, a lot of gay men will try to conflate crush with standing. You know,
That's exactly.
it's
that's
like
the
you don't have
same-
a
that's the
crush
equivalent.
on them; you just stand them.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
It's like when people will be like, I had to say somebody was my crush, so I said
Oh, same.
Mariah Carey. You know,
Same,
yeah.
same.
like
Right.
Yeah. Who was mine?
yeah.
I
Who
thi-
did you stand? Did you
Who
ever
did I
stand
stand?
somebody?
Oh my God. Well,
Do you have a diva?
well, a big one for me was Raven Simone. Like, well, just genuinely, like,
Raised.
I
us.
love just like her physical comedy, like those bits like Lucille Ball, like
Yeah.
she would just do these like larger than life characters, and like me and literally my mom and brother, all three of us loved the show and loved her.
Absolutely.
And so that was a big one for me.
Yeah, the only word I can think of is like I admired everything, like how
Yeah.
she moved about the world. And then also she was just a clown.
Yeah.
She was
a
a
clown.
clown. Like,
yeah.
and she was doing drag like
flailing
every
around.
episode.
Oh my God, yeah, she would
Yeah.
do drag. She would dress up in these big campy outfits.
Yes.
And like, remember when she was
Command
like,
the scene.
Bingo was his name. Like,
was his name.
Yeah,
It was his
name. This is still making me laugh
Like,
really
it's
hard.
So good.
Tommy
And
Hearn
everybody
laugh.
in the cast, every single person in the cast was bringing it fully.
It was
Yeah.
a good ensemble. Like
She-
the parents were funny. Like Disney
The
Channel,
parents are
after
funny.
a while, they didn't
I
have
agree.
funny parents.
I agree.
Every black
Agree.
girl I
Mhm.
talk to around our age is like, Raven Simone is 30% of my personality.
Mhm.
And it's it's true for
Mhm.
us. Like,
Uh-huh.
I just was like, first of all, she's a black girl, obviously, and it was cool to see that on Disney Channel, but she was crazy. Like, she was weird and wacky, and I was like,
Unhinged.
I feel like I'm seeing myself, and I am only now reflecting back on it about how unhinged she is, which means how unhinged I am.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
like-
Yeah.
And she was a crazy fangirl too for the Boys in Motion.
And yes, she was a
Emotion.
crazy fangirl.
That episode speaks to me
That was
so deep.
such a good that was one of my favorites.
That
when
was
they
fan
stayed
fiction
with
at its
her,
finest.
fan fiction. That
Like
was
I
fan
was like,
fiction.
yes, stay in her home.
Wait, can I tell you that? For little me, the Boys in Motion, a little sexual awakening.
Absolutely.
The way that
As
they
it
were
should have
so
been.
dirty. Like they didn't clean up after themselves. I'm like,
dumb.
oh, it just informed a lot.
They did
Yeah.
that
And
booty
dumb.
pop too.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
turned
right.
around
They said,
to do a booty pop.
"Boom,
Yeah, they
nice,
did.
because
Exactly.
boys." The other boys.
Yes, in a heartbeat.
Oh.
know.
They were hot. And Raven, Eddie, and Chelsea as the drag versions.
Yes.
Maybe we should move on to the game.
The game.
We are going to play a game
I'm excited.
with
Ugh.
Dylan.
We're gonna put the impressions to a test.
Okay,
Lin-Manuel
okay.
Miranda-fy this song.
The first one is "Work" by Rihanna.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Yes. Work, 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 work. I'm gonna do work, Eliza. I'm going upstate to do work, 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 work. Eliza, please tell Aaron Burr he does not have a real job. He does not have a real job. I'm gonna do work, 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 work. I need my legacy.
I love take a break.
Bravo.
That was beautiful. Work, take a break.
And it was literally like on theme.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It was on theme.
I listen to Hamilton quite a bit, yeah, so.
Yeah, endlessly. My
Endlessly.
college roommate was like, "Can you please play something else? Anything else?"
Next up.
Yeah, pick the next one.
Lin-Manuel Miranda Rich Girl by Gwen Stefani.
Okay. If I was a rich girl, oh yes, I would own all the country's wealth. Oh yes, you're just trying to move our money around, but you are not gonna be in the ground. Oh yes, my Harajuku girls, they're coming in the floor and they're gonna make a world. I'm gonna change the world turned upside down, cause I'm a rich girl.
Oh, yes.
Yes, yes.
Not the Harajuku girls.
Not the
Harajuku
Harajuku girls. Did you see that
No.
she said she's Japanese?
I heard that, and you know what?
I heard it.
I heard it.
I didn't need to see it.
You know, I don't support her fetishization of the culture, but I will say some of those songs were bops. Like
They were.
she put her whole kakusi into those
Mhm.
songs.
Yes, the ones in the past, not maybe the present.
Yes.
Yeah, I
yes.
can't-
You
I
heard
can't
her
name any
most
new
recent
hits.
single?
No, I haven't.
can't
I
name any
I
hits.
heard a single and it was harrowing.
What was
Really?
it, what was
It
it
was harrowing.
called? Like, what
I don't know what it
Because
was
it was
called.
just like Boku no Name.
it was like definitely more like black and Latino inspired, and she was
Oh.
wearing like booty shorts.
Oh,
in,
she's
in
moved
some
races.
type of gym, and she
Oh
was
my
twerking.
god, no.
Oh.
And I don't remember what it was like, but it must have been something like. Like it was something like it was like
Okay,
Oh my
that
God.
win.
it was like last year.
Gwen,
Oh my God.
Caucasian. You are Caucasian.
Yes.
She's like, I am all the cultures that raised me. I am Japanese. I am Latina.
Okay,
That's
honey.
what she
God.
said.
I feel like that just it goes to show like the complexity of a fangirl. You know, you have the problematic people with the things that raised you at the time. You
Yes,
didn't know what was going
yes,
on.
yes.
Nuance.
Nuance. You
Nuance.
can take and leave some things.
You can take and
What
leave.
you want, leave
Whatever
the rest.
resonates
Hey, you know
with
what?
you.
I separate the art from the artist when it comes to Azalea Banks. So.
right. Right.
Well, we must carry on.
Yeah.
And moving on.
Oh, this is a good one.
Dylan, can you Lin-Manuel Miranda-fy Don't Rain on My Parade
Yes.
from Bunny Girl?
Yes. Don't tell me not to live, just sit and puddle. Hey, yo, you're trying to get me in my life's butter. Hey, yo, Aaron Burr, turn around, I'll show you where my shoe fits. Aaron Burr, you're looking useless as two shits. Aaron Burr, you're looking and you don't have a real job. Hey, yo, trying to stop, get up, and you're just jealous because I don't wait for it. I don't wait for it. You wait for it because what was the song again? Oh, yes.
Don't Rain on My Parade.
Don't rain on my parade, bitch.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Bravo. I feel like the spirit took you over.
I really
Lin
forgot
was
where
here
I
with
was.
us in the
The
living
Muse.
room.
The Muse.
The Muse was
Lin
here.
right there. Right now, he's writing a song. He's like something.
Do you has
I
he
feel it
seen your
someone might
impressions?
He apparently has.
What do you mean apparently?
Yeah,
Yes,
why
it
would-
has.
what?
So I did a show once in New York, and one of the people who was in the audience was in Tick Tick Boom.
Oh.
And so he knows Lin, and he told me, he's like, I showed one of your Lin videos to Lin, and he said it was funny.
Oh
and I
my
was like,
God.
Of course he did.
That is beautiful. That is the goal.
Oh
the
my god.
dream.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
I know, and I like hope, like I do it out of like a place of, like love, and I hope it's
Admiration.
like I would, admiration. It's like because I
Yes.
love him so much, so it's like, yeah.
Yes.
Also,
that
Tick
place.
Tick Boom, I watched when I had a fever during quarantine, tucked away in my bed in that room right there, and I absolutely sobbed my
It's
whole head
so
out.
Good. It's so
It's so good.
good. I
And
could,
Vanessa Hudgens is in it. Talk about bet
I
on
need to
it
see
full
it still.
circle.
I know.
Whoa.
That's so true.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, Amber,
It's
you would
so
love
good.
it.
I
It's
take
so good.
pause with Andrew Garfield because he's so handsome.
Oh, and Andrew
He
Garfield.
did a wonderful job.
Oh my
he
God.
did an incredible
I
job.
believe.
I'm like, you really are playing that Jewish
Isn't he
that
singing?
Jewish man well.
He's singing, right?
Yeah.
He's singing.
And he does it well.
He does it
take
really
pause, I'm
well.
scared.
It's so harrowing when a handsome man
Can sing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like kind of like And this?
And this.
It's like that vibe
Yes.
of like,
Yeah.
It is.
Stop here.
it's like save some for the rest of us, bitch, you know?
Right.
Amber,
Do you
wanna
want to mention my letters?
I'm talking about your letters.
After I saw Spider-Man Far From Home, I was so furious with Andrew Garfield for lying his entire press tour that he wasn't in the movie that I came home and I wrote a letter about honesty to him just to let it out. I was like, oh! Like I have it on my Google Docs. And it's just become a nice thing that helps me.
And one day she wants to read it.
You know what?
I'm going to read it to him.
I think you fully should read this, read it on the podcast. And read it. That'd be so,
like maybe on our
funny.
on our Spider-Man themed one.
After you watch Tick Tick Boom, you'll have more to say.
I bet
Yeah.
In the letter.
I think I just need to start writing letters to Andrew.
Good.
Letters to
Problems.
Andrew.
I just like honesty, empathy, kindness, Andrew. Let's remember these things.
Remember our
That's
values.
very funny. That's very funny.
Okay, I don't want you to ruin your voice, so let's
Right.
do one more.
Okay.
If you you have it in you.
Diva by Beyonce.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, I love that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready. Me clearing my throat.
Yes. A diva is a female version of a hustler. Of a hustler. Yes, of a hustler. I'm sorry, Eliza, that I cheated on ya. I will never do that. And I was just saying no. I did the diva of a hustler. Eliza, you're such a diva, and that's why I love ya. Diva is a female version of a hustler who tells your story. Hey, yo, take me back.
And we have a winner.
Absolutely. That was
That was fantastic.
that was show stopping.
That was the
show
finale.
stopping.
Oh, Eliza!
Eliza.
Do you ever do this when you open up your drawer and you see Reynolds rap in your drawer?
Oh.
Do you start singing every single time I open the drawer? I say the Reynolds pamphlet. No. The Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? And I'm like, shut up, brain.
I
I'm just
love
trying
that
to
one.
like
No,
wrap
that
something
will-
in Reynolds
That will
rap.
happen a lot. Like I'll see something in like the song of
Non-stop.
non-stop.
Anytime someone says non-stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Yes. That'll happen. That'll happen with many phrases.
Yes.
Yes,
With many
me too.
phrases.
Yeah.
Listen to Hamilton too much, guys.
Too much, and then
Yeah.
I'll
You
sing
did
it,
it.
and people be like, "I'm like from Hamilton," and they're like, "No,
Yeah.
We only know my shot. Like-
I know they're like, yeah, exactly. When someone tells me like, turn around, I'll show you where my shoe fits, I'm like, stop. Like, I just can't help but make the association.
Oh my goodness, Dylan! Thank you so much for being on
Amanda,
here.
Amber, thank you guys so much for having me. This was so fun. You guys are the fucking best.
You are
You're
an
the best.
inspiration.
Do you have anything to plug?
Oh, yes.
You
Tell
want to
us.
plug?
I am going to do a show at UCB March 29th. So I'm doing a show then. So
Okay,
Yes,
everybody.
that
And
was
follow
amazing.
Dylan. What are your handles?
You can follow me on Instagram at Dylan Adler _, on Twitter at Dylan Adler 6, or on TikTok at Dylan Adler 7. So, yeah.
Today's March 24th. Hannah Montana came out 17 years ago.
Oh my God.
And Zayn left One Direction on tomorrow.
Oh my God.
What's the math? 8 years ago, which is
That's crazy.
sad.
And our after that, our plugs are follow us at fangirl.central on Instagram, and Amanda Lane Miller.
And Amber L. Miller on Instagram.
And keep an eye out for any shows we're hosting. And